Baseball is a game of inches, Dad would always tell me. He'd repeat this nugget of wisdom often, usually while we played catch on the strip of grass at the edge of our front yard. It was impossible not to be a Tribe fan in my house. I was a total tomboy, and all those games of catch solidified baseball as my thing with Dad. A few months into my first semester in college, my world changed. Dad was diagnosed with stage 4 bladder cancer, with a timeline of 1 to 2 years left to live. The distance from school to home felt impossibly far. When 2016 rolled around, Dad's health started to decline more. Inevitably, whenever I called home, every conversation we had would turn to the Tribe. That season was, simply put, magical. The Indians were fun, and they were good. I'll never forget Hammy's call of Tyler Naquin's inside the park walk-off home run.
A swing and a drive to deep right! Saunders at the wall! It hits off the top of the wall! Naquin's around second. He's on his way to third. He'll try to score. Here's the throw. Not in time!
When the Indians won the pennant, I was on fall break in Tennessee. I popped some champagne and called Dad. Sometimes I still can't believe I got to attend a Cleveland World Series game, let alone with Dad. I drove to Cleveland and met my parents, who were celebrating 30 years of marriage, the aptly nicknamed Diamond Anniversary. The next day, we watched Corey Kluber blank the Cubs to take Game 1. When it went to Game 7, I knew, in the back of my mind, that this was Dad's last chance to see his Indians win the World Series.
2 outs, Geyer at second. 6-4, Cubs leading the Indians. Game 7 of what has been a classic World Series between two teams that have longed for that championship more years than any other two franchises in baseball.
I'll never forget jumping up and down on my bed when Rajai Davis hit that home run.
Now the pitch. Swung on, line to deep left field. It is gone!
After the initial celebration, the first thing I did was call Dad. That game, of course, didn't end how we wanted it to. But if I had the chance to trade away a year of shared excitement and happiness with Dad for an Indians World Series title, I'd take that year every single time. There's always next year, as Indians fans know well. The joy that Dad and I got out of the 2016 season can never be replaced.
Want to send along a special wish to Gary Smith, longtime Indians fan, listens to us each and every night in Rochester, New York. Gary Smith, a longtime Cleveland Indians fan who grew up in Warren, PA, used to come to games in Cleveland with his dad, now lives in Rochester, New York. So all the best to Gary Smith.
Dad passed away on June 4th. The Indians won that day. He never saw a World Series brought to Cleveland, but I think the Indians gave him some of his greatest happiness and some of his greatest bonds with his kids. He was buried, of course, with a Tribe hat, always their biggest fan.